jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running to the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it out of the air for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the lone running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Peppers. And he'll find enough running room to get him just short of midfield at the 49.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Dropping back, it's Russell. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Correa. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Rivera. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Correa. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Rivera. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Barber. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The inside handoff.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Russell. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. On the move, it's Rivera. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Middleton. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Barber. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On the option. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown LSU.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's carry on. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Russell. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He might want another play. From the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. LSU quick to the line. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This time he's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Turning it on. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's carry on. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the run, it's Peppers. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Meadows. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets open down the middle. Busts through behind his pad. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Power ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grab behind the line. It's Korea. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's got him. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The screen. He's got wheels.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the shotgun on third down. Dances away. On target. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Goes to the option. The pitch. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Gonna run it. It's carry on. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, you got to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for room. It's carry on. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Rivera. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started and come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Russell. Here's a heat. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost. Play clock. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to get outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football.